Although there are many videos on YouTube on how to rhyme better or how to stay on beat, many of them don't teach you how to master the essence of what makes someone not just a rapper, but a true artist and MC. And that is creating dope wordplay. And as YouTube's most subscribed channel on learning the science of how to rap with over 500,000 subscribers, we're confident today's episode will not only teach you how to improve your rap wordplay, but give you examples from some of the greatest rappers of all time, including tracks that are even bubbling this year in order to get you there. So, if you've wanted to learn how to improve your rap wordplay and become one of the wittiest bar spitters on the planet, this is the video for you. So join us on today's episode of How to Rap, as we describe how to improve your rap wordplay in 5 simple steps. Now, before we begin, if you yourself would like to learn how to improve your rap wordplay instantly without even having to write anything down, be sure to visit the first link in the video description to get our best-selling course, Master the Art of Freestyle Rap in 2 weeks or less, where you'll get guided drills, daily challenges, and step-by-step exercises so that you can not only master freestyle, but learn how to create rap wordplay the second you hear the beat. With that said, let's get into this episode with step number 1. Start with exaggeration. The first step in learning how to improve your rap wordplay in 2024 is learning exactly how to change your predictable, matter-of-fact lyrics into something that is instantly engaging to the listener. And when you're learning this wordplay secret, definitely one of the best tricks up your sleeve is going to be exaggeration. No doubt, it's like adding a burst of color to your lyrics, making them pop and stick in people's minds. And a story dialed up to 11 is always going to be more exciting than a simple, I did this and then did this set of bars. So, exaggeration amps up your words and grabs the listener's attention, making your tracks memorable and emotionally charged. With that said, let's break it down with a real-life example, such as the recent banger Sprinter by Dave and Central C. This track is packed with witty, humorous wordplay, and they rap about having so many girls ready to party that they need a Sprinter van to fit them all in. It's a logistical issue turned into a larger-than-life solution, and the exaggeration here isn't just funny, it paints a picture of their rise to fame and the wild lifestyle that comes with it. It's relatable but also fantastical, making their journey seem both grounded and epic, like when Dave says, "You ever spent 6 figures and stared at Bae like, look what you made me do?" Which is probably not literally what Dave has done or said to a chick, but the visual and sonic exaggeration is hilarious and frankly, gangsta. Now, how do you bring that kind of exaggeration into your own raps? It's all about personalizing it. And think about your background, your experiences. Maybe you're from a small town and your daily life seems boring on the surface, but with exaggeration, you can transform it. That tiny hometown you're from can now become a bustling money kingdom where every street is legendary. Or your high school job is suddenly not just flipping burgers, you get calls for Gordon Ramsay on how to set up property around the world and so on. So here's a little exercise to get you started. First, jot down a few key elements of your life or persona. Maybe it's your work ethic, your family, your hobbies. Now, take those elements and blow them up. Turn yourself into a superhero or supervillain version of you. If you're hardworking, you're not just dedicated, you're a relentless machine, conquering challenges like a boss. If you're family-oriented, you're the ultimate protector, like the head of a powerful dynasty. The trick is to make sure these exaggerations fit smoothly within your rap's rhythm and rhyme, and it shouldn't feel forced. When done right, exaggeration should elevate your lyrics, adding depth without losing authenticity. Similarly, in order to make those same exaggerated lyrics both witty and more realistic, follow the next step. Craft highly visual lyrics. The next step is all about crafting the secret sauce that makes listeners not just hear your song, but see it in their minds. Think about how much more powerful your message is when people can visualize it. It's like watching a movie in their heads, and you're the director. This is what sets the greats apart, like Eminem, who's a master at this. He doesn't just rap. He creates entire worlds with his lyrics, and you're not just listening to a story when you hear/see a shady track. You're watching it unfold. Take his song, Marshall Mathers, for instance. He doesn't just talk about his life, he builds a scene. When he raps about his struggles and his rise to fame, you can almost see the dingy rooms he's been in, the faces of people doubting him, the sheer grit and determination on his journey. It's vivid, it's raw, and it pulls you right into his universe. And Eminem's style is all about creating this immersive experience, making you feel like you're walking in his shoes. Of course, the iconic starting lines of the track, "You might see me jogging, you might see me walking, you might see me walking a dead Rottweiler dog with his head chopped off in the park with a spiked collar," and so on, as the track gets progressively more visual. Now, how do you yourself create your own lyrical visuals? Start simple. Grab your notes app and jot down what you want people to think of when they hear your name. Do you want them to see you as a fearless leader, a street poet, or maybe the life of the party? Whatever it is, write it down. Next, think about how you can visually depict this image with lyrical imagery. For example, say you want people to see you as someone with a massive global fan base. Don't just say you got fans all over the world. Paint a picture. Imagine describing your fans as an endless sea of people from every corner of the earth, chanting your name in unison. It's like turning a simple statement into a scene straight out of a blockbuster movie. So, next time you sit down to write your rap, think about the visuals. What scenes do you want to create? And how can you make your listeners not just hear you, but see and feel your story? Make it bold, make it vivid, and most importantly, make it you. This is your chance to create a universe for your listeners, just like Eminem does. And once you've brought your fans into your universe, so to speak, you'll want to next keep them there with dope metaphors, which is described in step number 3. Develop massive metaphors. The next step is all about metaphors, those super powerful tools that let you say something complex in a really fire, often surprising way. Take Kendrick Lamar, for example. Dude's a master at this. His recent already legendary Drake diss song Euphoria is a goldmine of crazy metaphors that show how he uses comparison and contrast to blow our minds. One of the standout features of Kendrick's lyrics in Euphoria is how he contrasts different elements within his metaphors. Take this line, "Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay?" Here, Kendrick isn't just name-dropping currency. He's drawing a parallel to Joe Jackson, the father of the Jackson family, implying a sense of legacy and wealth. This kind of juxtaposition makes the metaphor richer and more layered. And in order to build your own massive metaphors, first, think about what you want to say about yourself. What's that one trait or feeling you want to highlight? Let's say you want to talk about your confidence. Think of the most iconic person or thing that embodies that trait. Maybe Muhammad Ali comes to mind because he's like the epitome of confidence and swagger. Now, you take that and create a metaphor with an I am or mine is statement. So you could say, I'm Muhammad Ali in the ring. Even Jay-Z did an example of this same example when he said that he is the Michael Jordan of the mic recording. So, once you hear this tactic, you'll notice it all over the place. And this instantly gives your audience a vivid image of your confidence and strength without you having to spell it out. See how much cooler that sounds than just saying, I'm confident? Time for some practice. And you'll see how it's impactful, it flows, and it leaves a strong image in the listener's mind. That's the essence of creating massive metaphors in rap. By blending comparisons with a bit of exaggeration, you can turn simple statements into memorable, powerful lines. Even better, you can use the tactic in the next step to take this even further by following step number 4. Use compare and contrast. Alright, so let's dive into using compare and contrast in your rap game. This is a super effective technique that can add a whole new layer of depth to your lyrics. And it's about setting yourself apart, showing why you're unique, and highlighting your achievements in a way that really pops. Imagine you're talking about your own achievements. It's dope to say what you've done, but it's even doper when you put it next to what others haven't done. And this contrast can make your successes shine brighter. Take J. Cole, for instance. In his album, The Off Season, he's got this knack for making his accomplishments seem even bigger by comparing them to what others are doing, or not doing. J. Cole's lyrics are full of these kinds of contrasts. When he raps, he's not just telling you he's great, he's showing you how much better he is compared to the next guy. Now, let's put it all together. A great trick is to use the word since to draw that comparison. For example, you could say, since they were snoozing, I was up making moves. You're directly comparing your hustle to their lack of it. So you can start by thinking about a time you outperformed someone. What were you doing? What were they doing? Let's say you spent your nights writing verses while they were out partying. Your line might go, since they hit the club, I'm in the lab, dropping bars till the sunrise, and so on. It's engaging, and it clearly shows the difference in your dedication versus theirs. And you're not just telling your story, you're framing it against theirs to make your journey stand out. Remember, it's not just about the words you choose, but how you deliver them. Make sure your line flows well with the beat and fits into the overall rhyme scheme of your verse, and play around with the phrasing until it sounds just right. But the most effective way to compare and contrast yourself with other, less skilled rappers is putting into a story, which is described in step number 5. Embrace personal storytelling. Last, let's dive into the world of personal storytelling and rap. It's all about bringing your unique experiences, struggles, and triumphs into your lyrics. And this isn't just about making music, it's about connecting with your audience on a deeper level. You want to pull from your own life to find those stories that really resonate with listeners, presenting them in a way that feels real and engaging. And storytelling has always been a huge part of rap history. Think about iconic figures like Nas, whose gritty street tales paint vivid pictures of life in Queensbridge. His ability to narrate the raw, unfiltered reality of his surroundings made his music timeless. Then there's Devin the Dude, who mixes humor with his storytelling, making everyday struggles and experiences relatable and entertaining. Now let's look at a modern example with All My Life by Lil Durk featuring J. Cole. This track is a perfect study in personal storytelling. Durk and Cole share their journeys from tough beginnings to successful careers, reflecting on the adversity they've overcome and how they've defied doubters along the way. The use of a children's choir in the chorus adds an extra layer of emotional depth, really driving home the themes of resilience and triumph. It's like they're saying, "We made it, despite everything." And the way you bring these skills into your own bars is, first, think about significant changes in your life. Maybe you moved to a new city, switched careers, or faced a major challenge. Describe not just what happened, but the emotions involved. If you moved to pursue your dream, talk about the fear and excitement of starting fresh, the obstacles you faced, and the satisfaction of achieving your goals. But personal storytelling isn't just about the big events either. Sometimes the smaller everyday moments can be just as powerful. Think about a time you had to make a tough decision, or a moment of realization that changed your perspective. These are the stories that make you who you are, and sharing them can create a real connection with your listeners. Lastly, to get better at storytelling, study the greats. Check out Devin the Dude's tracks for a more humorous take on storytelling, and dive into Eminem's discography to see how he balances dark, introspective tracks with lighter, more playful ones. So, incorporating personal storytelling into your rap lyrics isn't just about sharing your life, it's about connecting with your audience on a deeper level. It's about making them feel your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs. So, dive into your own story and let your audience see the real you through your music. With that said, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, and if you're ready to start improving your wordplay off the top of the dome instantly, be sure to visit the first link in the video description box. We appreciate you joining us here at How to Rap for another episode, and peace until next time.